Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
Happy
Hey,
Thursday. Once again, this is the Single Mommy Hustle. We are here at the podcasting studio doing it once again,
I was
Sean.
waiting on you to say it's the single mommy hustle.
But you said it for me, so
Yes.
all right, go ahead. It's the Single Mommy
It's
Hustle.
the single mommy hustle.
So we are doing Pink and Purple Month all month, every Thursday, usually at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be talking about the importance of breast cancer awareness and domestic violence awareness in our community. I wanted to start, before I introduce our guest, with some warning signs of breast cancer:
Okay.
lumps in your breast, thickening or swelling of parts of your breast, irritation or dimpling of breast skin, redness or flaky skin in the nipple area or anywhere on the breast, nipple discharge other than breast milk, including blood. Yep. I've heard some men talk about having some discharge and having to go get a mammogram and stuff.
Yeah. My mom even used to say that. Men, they get it too.
Yeah, they do. They do. So it's important, for men to even do those self breast checks regularly, when you're in the shower, laying down in the bed. And you can Google, I may have to find us a visual or something and take it
Okay.
off the camera.
oh,
Well, I got my results back,
Okay.
and I am cancer free.
Amen.
Amen.
amen,
Won't he do
amen.
it?
Yes, amen, amen.
Amen. So, yay.
Yay, yay.
Yay, yay. So
Yes,
excited about that. So ladies, get out there. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Get your breast exams from your doctor. Get a mammogram, whatever you need to do.
Amen. And don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Ask about it.
Just do
Try to
it.
get ahead of it, because you don't want to
Yes.
wait until it's too late.
Correct. And I believe once you're 40, you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, unless you have some of these warning signs.
Yes, unless you have warning signs. Then your warning signs just go.
Yeah, and they
Because
will
my
write the
coworker,
prescription.
she found a lump. She's under 40.
Uh-huh.
So she actually found a lump, and that's how she was diagnosed.
I don't know what I would do if I was in the shower or something and I felt something weird.
Go get help.
Sean, you would have
You
to
don't
come
know.
get me out the
I'll
shower
come
butt
get you.
naked. I know you will.
You know I'm coming, but
right.
You said put a towel on
put a towel on and let's go.
and let's go. You was my
But
angel.
do it. I'm telling you, because I wish my mom would have just said something, because
Right.
she knew
Right.
and she didn't say anything. So
I have some warning signs of domestic violence, and this is just a short list, of course. If you're afraid of your partner, that's a big red flag. If your partner blames you for abuse, that's a red flag. If your partner threatens to kill you or someone close to you, that's also a red flag. If your partner keeps cash and cards from you, that's a red flag. And if your partner forces you to have sex, that's an extreme red flag. I don't think this has been an easy week for me, considering some of the work that I've been doing in the community, and then seeing an article of a murder suicide. A man killed his girlfriend and himself, and they haven't listed any names yet or any details. But in my experience, I know that was, derived from domestic violence. So tonight we have one of my mentors and good friends. She is also a dough girl.
hey,
Hey, that's Sweet Blue and Gold.
Yes,
Persian High
yes,
School's finest.
Blue Gold.
Miss LaDonna, or Dr. Excuse me, Dr.
right now.
LaDonna Combs. And she is so many things. I'm just so blessed to have worked under her, and she's invited me to come and speak at her church during Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and share some thoughts and encouragement. She's been with me through some of the hardest times of my life, with my testimony of my sexual assault, for the documentary I Am Evidence, and nurturing and mothering girls. You know, it's hard. It can be challenging sometimes. So that single mommy hustle, LaDonna knows something about that.
It's real.
She knows something about that. And
Yeah.
she's also a grandmother to the awesome and amazing Jet. I love Jet.
Oh,
Yes.
that name,
He
Jet.
is so cute. He is so
Yeah.
helpful and so smart. And I know
Yes.
God has got some great things for him. So, LaDonna, I just wanted to thank you for coming on with us tonight and helping us spread awareness for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Can you tell us who you are and what it is that you do, the name of your organization, and we can keep the conversation rolling from there?
Okay. Can you hear me?
We can. You sound
Okay.
great.
Wonderful. Oh, good. Well, first of all, I want to thank you and your host for having me on. I'm so humbled to have the opportunity to be on such a great show with two fabulous women on this
Thank you.
evening. So I'm so glad. I'm so, so honored for that. And I am the executive director and the founder of the Sisters Against Abuse Society. And it's a faith-based organization for domestic violence prevention. Our mission is to bring hope, help, and healing to victims and survivors of domestic violence in the Black and African American community. And so we have resources that spans the gamut. We do domestic violence, we do sexual assault, we do human trafficking and stalking, survivors of torture. We do legal advocacy. So we go to court
I
with
remember the court
women.
advocacy work you started doing too. With the
Yep, we do
PPOs.
court. Yep, we do personal protection orders, and we also have attorneys that help women with civil issues around domestic violence. We do clergy training, so we train pastors and bishops and faith-based institutions and auxiliary leaders on how to identify and make the church a safe place for Christians who are in a crisis of faith to disclose that they're victims of domestic violence. And so we are a national agency funded by the Office on Violence Against Women, and we're funded by the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, and we belong to the national consortium called the African American Domestic Peace Project. And there's 17 cities. So we actually traveled before COVID around 17 cities, and we did lectures and workshops and groups, and we trained judges and other auxiliaries that are culturally specific and mainstream. So we do that kind of work. And we have brick and mortar. So we're a brick and mortar building that's culturally specific as well for victims who don't trust technology.
Right.
A lot of victims are stalked on their technology and just don't trust it. So we still do, in-person services when we have to.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
It's awesome. And it's so important, when you are a part of a church, to feel safe. In the African American community, we are very rooted and steeped in our religious beliefs.
Yes, in the church. But I like what she said, because I was going to ask her, but she finished it and said they train them to see it,
Right.
to know
To be
it when
able
they
to
see
identify
it,
it.
to be able to identify it.
And I think that's a big thing, not even just in churches, but also in companies, at your job, at these mainstream companies and organizations, to be able to identify when an employee
Yes.
is experiencing domestic violence. That was a part of my week this week, was assisting an upper level management person in identifying that the young lady was in a major fatality circumstance. Like, this was very serious. And to think back to some of the warning signs, and she actually admitted to me that she remembered when she made the initial phone calls to interview her,
Mhm.
that he was answering those calls and acting weird, and he had been
Mhm.
controlling her since then, but she didn't pick it up. She was kind of scolding the girl when she actually got a hold of her, saying, don't let people play on your phone, and because she's a young girl. And
Mhm.
so,
Mhm.
instinctively, because people are unaware and they think domestic violence is just black eye